Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Will, and I'm coming at you guys with another video. I feel like it's been a really long time since I've just like smoked a joint or a blunt or something for you guys and just told a story or just talked about some shit. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna think of a story here in a minute. Or I'm trying to think of one right now to tell you guys. If I want to if I want to tell you guys something crazy, or if I want to just do a regular, like just something weird that's happened to me in my life or something like that. But yeah. But yeah, today I don't know what I'm smoking on. I reached in the nug jar and I grabbed like 4 or 5 nugs and I ground them up, and this is what we have. So there's probably a couple of different kinds of nug in here. I don't know. It all packed up pretty nice. It's obviously a cone. I can't roll like that. I can roll blunts like that, but I can't roll joints like that. But let me get this sparked up and I'll think of a story to tell you guys. Well, before I tell you guys, or no, actually, I'll just start the story time right now. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys about a time that cops, or that I got like halfway arrested, but then let go because the cops were just fishing for a dealer or something. So I used to have a main plug for my hard drugs. I would go to the same guy pretty much every time unless I could not get in contact with him and I was going through withdrawals. So I would go to this same guy all the time. And just about before I quit doing dope, and I'm 16 months clean now, and that happened on the 17th of this month, but just before I got clean, you know, I was still rigging the system, you know, picking up dope in between medications and just trying to play the system because I wasn't ready to be done. But this was one of the things that really just set me off and was like, all right, you really just need to stop, dude. Like you're in over your head, and right now I'm way in over my head, but back then I thought I was way in over my head, and I was. But so my friend and I didn't have my license at the time. I still don't at the moment. I'll actually be eligible here in a few weeks. But one of my good friends at the time, I said, hey, I've got gas in my car, because I still have a car. I was like, hey, I got gas in my car. I really need to go pick up. Will you drive? And he was like, yeah, no problem. He had no idea like what we were going to get. He had no idea where we were going. This was a regular white kid. He had never been to any kind of trap house. He'd never been, like, people where I'm from, like on NIU's campus, they think that they know like the real, like, they think that they really know like how real it is. But until you've been to the west side and the south side and seen all the shit go down, The cab's a fucking joke. And it still is. So we ride out there, we get to the plug's house, and I buy 2 bags off of him. I buy like $50 worth or something, so he gives me like 225 bags. I don't know. It was just a weird way that we would deal. Normally you would buy bags like, you'd buy like 10 sacks. That's just how dope is sold. Or like by grams. You either buy 10 bags or, blah, blah, blah. So I'm in the passenger seat. I roll it on my window. We do the exchange, blah, blah, blah. And he throws the 2 bags in, and one of them lands on my seat, and I catch that one, and one of them lands under the seat. And while we were waiting for the plug, a cop drives by, and he sees 2 white kids in a car, and I looked over at my friend, and I'm like, dude, this is not going to be a good night. Because in your gut when something bad's going to happen. Like, it's happened every time. I've got plenty of stories to tell you guys, but I was like, dude, something bad's gonna go down. Like, that cop just slowed down, saw us, like 2 white kids in the wrong town at the wrong time. So, going back, that bag that he had tossed under my seat on accident, it had just like bounced around and ended up under my seat. I was reaching and reaching and reaching and reaching and reaching, and I just couldn't get my hands on it. And so I kept the 1 bag and I boofed that one. And so obviously they searched the car because they know exactly what just happened. They find the 1 bag, and then they pull out a fucking Xanax bar, and I hadn't seen a fucking white Xan in 7 or 8 months, so that was probably some plant fucking job they did, just in case they didn't get us for drugs. I mean, the thing was a perfect fucking pharmaceutical white bar, and I hadn't seen one of those in 8 months, and I cleaned my car regularly. Like, I have a clean car. Like, the inside of my car is fucking spotless. Like, it gets vacuumed all the time because of how much we would smoke in it. So, we get cuffed and blah, 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 you have the right to remain silent, blah, blah, blah. So we get arrested, We go to jail. And, I'm calling people but they never actually book us. They just kind of get a little bit of information from us, and then they just let us simmer in the cells, because that's what cops do. They let you simmer. They really want you to talk, and they really want you to give up your dealer or give up whoever they want. They want you to give them up. And so they let you simmer in a cell and get really angry that you're in a cell. But I was fucked up on dope. And I was fucked up on Xan, so I didn't give a shit. I just waited it out. And even if I had to start going into withdrawals, I had a bottle of Suboxone in my pocket, so I was fine. So I was like, fuck you guys. Like, I'm not fucking talking to you guys. Like, fuck that. It's a low-level possession charge. Like, fuck you. And after about an hour, I started fucking knocking on the doors. It was a comfortable jail too. Like, I started started banging on the door. I was like, yo, give me my Suboxone, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't really want it. I just wanted to see what the hell was going on. And so they just brought me and my buddy in this room. And they were like, honestly, possession for that little amount of dope that you had is not worth our time right now, because we're doing paperwork for actual cases, blah, blah, blah. And they just sent us free. But they towed my car. So that was $2,000. That was nice. Ooh, gotta relight this. But yeah, that was a quick $2,000. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for paying that because I did not have $2,000. I was a fucking heroin addict. I have so much to thank my parents for. You have no idea. Oh my god, over the years, dude. I love my parents to death. I don't show it to them, but I love my parents to death. They fucking, if I didn't have them, I'd be fucking dead, literally. But yeah, we got a ride home from my buddy's friend. He drove out. It was about an hour drive or so. And they said they were gonna follow up and call us, but never got any phone calls and nothing ever happened from that. So that was what you would consider a close call. It was even funny because as we were getting arrested and as we were like getting the car searched and everything, my fucking dealer called in like a shooting or a robbery or something like 4 or 5 blocks away to try to get the cops off of us, to try to get their attention off of us. But these cops were like ready for this bus because they like drove around and saw us sitting there. Even though the lights were off and everything in the car was off, they could still see that there were people in the car. So they were like, all right, we're getting this bust, blah, blah, blah. But I don't even know my drug dealer's name. Or I don't even know my old drug dealer's name. I haven't fucking seen him in over a year and 4 months. So, I don't know. It's just, I think cops need to stop focusing on low-level drug offenses, like intent to deliver, just because you have a little bit too much of something. Let me tell you, I can smoke an ounce of weed in a day, no problem. I'll smoke an ounce of weed in 2 days, no problem. I'll smoke a QP in a week, no problem. Just because your personals are small does not mean my personals are small. And I hate that the law reflects it like that. Like, I like that we have the 10-gram law in my county where you can have up to 10 grams and it's only a fine. But still, you cannot dictate my personal amount. Like, I'm a med card holder and I can have up to 2.5 ounces every 2 weeks. So that means every month that means every 2 weeks I get 70 grams of weed. That means I get 140 grams of weed a month. Like, that's plenty. And edibles only count as like a fucking 0.2 or something, or a 0.02, because the system's all messed up with the edibles, because they don't know how to weigh them yet for the state laws. It's great. I can buy as many edibles as I want. I could walk into my dispensary with 10 grand, fucking clear them out of the edibles, and I would still be able to buy more shit. It's hilarious. But yeah, that was my story time. One more thing. I talked about my grandpa being in the hospital for the last week and a half, about 2 weeks now, to be honest, or maybe a little bit more than 2 weeks now. My grandpa was in the hospital. His lungs weren't pumping by themselves. And he got, yesterday, on Easter, he got 2 days ago, or no, yesterday, on Monday, he got, surgery in the morning. He got a tracheostomy, and so he can breathe again. And it was kind of a relief because it was going from 0 to 100. Like, all of a sudden my grandpa was in the hospital, and all of a sudden I was hearing about him, being this close to death. I mean, life's just short. That's why I quit. That's why I quit dope, dude. I died for a minute and a half one time. That's plenty for me. That's a story for another day, though. But I really hope you guys enjoyed my story time and enjoyed a good old joint smoking video. We're down to the road. Shit's gross now. I don't even know if it's still lit, but nope. We don't need it though. But if you made it this far in the video, please drop a like. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload, because I'm not in the YouTube algorithm yet. I'm just not getting enough views. I'm not getting enough feedback yet. And I'm not monetizing or anything, obviously, because I don't get any views. So monetization would be worth absolutely nothing at this point. I would like to do that in the future. But I do need more feedback and everything, and I will continue to upload because I know consistency is key. But yeah, the main thing is just getting products and stuff to review and doing all that. I did create a Patreon for this channel, and the Patreon is strictly just so I can afford to buy more products to review for the channel, because sometimes, dude, I mean, medical weed is not cheap, dude. I mean, I'm talking $60 eighths, $70 grams of wax, $130 grams of $130 cartridges, like it's not cheap, it's $20 a gram. So I started a Patreon, and you guys get some cool different options for each level of the Patreon. I think the smallest number I did was like $3 or something. You'll get shout outs in the videos and stuff like that. It's like $3, then they're like $10, and then I don't know. It'll be linked below with all my social medias and everything, with my Twitter, my Instagram, all that stuff. So please just drop a like, and please drop a comment. Remember, I got the giveaway coming at 100 subscribers. It'll be the smoking box, or like a smoking box that I create once I hit 100 subscribers. You guys will have to leave numbers in the comments, and obviously you have to be subscribed to me, have to like the videos, all that crap. But I'll choose a number. You guys will put a number in the comments. I'll put it in a random number generator, and whoever gets that number will get the box shipped to them. So you'll hear more about that and more in depth about that when the giveaway gets here. I'm only at like 75 or 72 or 73 subs right now, so it's coming up. I just need to get more views, and I need to get my videos out there a little bit more, but I'm trying to make the video quality a little bit better. I started to iPhone edit the videos a little bit, which helps, but not really. It just helps me cut them up and add clips and everything, so I can like show you close-ups of the products now. I can insert clips and stuff, and add text and stuff like that now. But in general, all the videos are gonna be mostly like this, just me talking and smoking and doing reviews and stuff like that. So I hope you guys are having a great day or a great night. Stay happy, stay healthy, don't smoke pesticides, stop smoking dank vapes, and stop smoking any freaking vapes you can buy on the street that are $30 or $35 or $40 or $50. They're all fake. Peace, stay safe.